Hello everybody, my name is Camila and you're watching Style Prose. Today I'm going to take you along with a day in my life as a freelancer and graduate student working from home. So normally I like to start my day with some sort of movement. I wake up pretty early. I'm kind of living bi-coastal right now. I'm originally from Arkansas, but I live and work and go to school in Los Angeles. But because of this pandemic, I've been mostly back at home in my hometown in Arkansas. My body clock is a little bit off because I've been having to adjust to time zones and things like that. The point is that I usually wake up between 7 to 9 a.m. I'll get up and wash my face, brush my teeth and all of that. And then I'll do usually a workout. I would physically go to a workout class. I love SoulCycle and Pilates. Since the pandemic, I've just been working out from home via Zoom or Instagram Live. So that's what I'll usually do is I'll just go down to the little home gym that I've created and do a quick workout. Now, if I'm not doing a workout in the morning, I don't do a hardcore workout every single day, but sometimes I'll just do a little light stretch. Make sure to start my day with some sort of movement because I don't want to, wake up and be on my phone and look at emails and think about what I need to do today. I just want to take, a little moment to myself. It's really important to break up the day and separate your work life from your social life, from your personal life, because every single thing I do is from home. So I have to really make sure that I am blocking out time that separates everything so that I don't drive myself crazy. And then it also helps keep me focused and more motivated throughout the day to do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So after I do a little bit of movement, it is definitely coffee time. I love coffee. I could go on and on about coffee. Basically, I just make my coffee for the day. It's definitely a huge part of my morning routine. And while I'm making my coffee, I'll usually be listening to a podcast or looking at the Wall Street Journal or just reading something or listening to something that kind of stimulates my brain, and it also lets me know kind of what's going on in the business world specifically. And sometimes I'll even listen to the news in French or listen to a French radio because I did learn French throughout high school and college, and I really want to keep up my language skills, so it helps in the morning for me to either practice the language on an app called Duolingo or just listen to some sort of radio or podcast. So after I've worked out, done my little coffee podcast morning routine, it's time to actually get started for the day. What I've learned is that it's really makes a huge difference in just the simple act of changing clothes, especially if you're working from home. So I don't keep on pajamas all day. I change into what I like to call relaxing clothes, elevated pajamas, if you will, so it's still comfortable, yet it's an outfit to wear, if I needed to run off and go somewhere, I could. Because I think a lot of the time you're working from home, a lot of the days can feel mundane or like you're repeating the same day over and over. And so it's important to still keep up your same routine as if you had to physically go somewhere, because otherwise every single thing you do will feel like a chore. And trust me, I have experienced this firsthand where I didn't really feel like putting on makeup. Just wanted to, be in my pajamas. But the problem with that is when you get too comfortable, it's hard to focus, or at least for me, it's hard to maintain my focus. And also it kind of doesn't motivate me. If I don't feel motivated to do something as simple as changing clothes, then how am I going to feel when it's time to do work? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that the act of changing clothes, getting ready, getting dressed, like I said earlier, making sure to have some movement in my day, that really just boosts my serotonin, gives me energy, keeps me motivated, especially when I'm just in the house most of the day. So I changed clothes and then I get started on work. So like I said, I am in grad school and I also am a freelancer. So I'll talk about grad school first. I'm studying finance, business. Classes that I take are in the evening. Most grad school classes are, especially if you're doing it part-time. For those classes is when I'll dress up even more, not just have on relaxing clothes, but maybe put on a nice shirt as if I'm going to a meeting or whatnot. And that's the other thing that I want to emphasize too about working from home or just being at home all the time. Important to still socialize, not necessarily like physically meeting up with people, but just making sure that you talk on the phone or do video chats or just have some sort of interaction with people. Even if, I'm the biggest introvert ever, I love my alone time, but I also realize the importance of having face-to-face interaction with people. It really does help to boost your mood. I never thought I would say that class is something that I look forward to, but I do, because things are still virtual and remote right now. I do look forward to the activities that my campus hosts that are online. I look forward to interacting with my professors and my classmates. That interaction really gives me something to look forward to in that sense. Definitely always have some homework or reading to do. If I'm not doing any sort of homework or project, then I'll be doing freelance work. So as a freelancer, I do research analytics for a law firm, and I'm put on a variety of projects. In a nutshell, I am researching a lot of documents that answer a question about a certain topic, either related to business or tech, education, or the economy, or something of that sort. And I'm researching this information, compiling the document, inputting some data into Excel, and also writing a report on the documents that I find and sending them off to the partners for them to use however they're using them. And I know that that's very vague, but that's the most that I can pretty much say about it. Those hours are not set in stone and each project varies. So it's kind of nice to have that flexibility, but at the same time, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of planning. Like I said, just break up the day and split everything up. So it is really important for me to have a schedule, to stick to that schedule, and to write things down. That's basically what I'm doing throughout the days. I'm either working on something for school or I'm working on something for the law firm. This is something that I'm still working on, but it is important to take breaks. I kind of create my own schedule, and I'm the type of person where sometimes I will forget to eat, which I know sounds crazy, but sometimes I'll be so wrapped up in what I'm doing that I just won't feel hungry or won't think about eating until it's too late, and then I realize that I've waited too late to eat and all that stuff. So don't be like me. Take breaks, schedule out time to eat. That food is gonna fuel your day, trust me. I definitely don't stare at the computer all day long. I recently got some blue light glasses. Those have been really helpful. I found some blue light glasses that I can put on top of my regular glasses, so I kind of look like a crazy person throughout the day with the 6 eyes instead of 4. But it helps to reduce headaches, and I don't feel like the lighting is so harsh on my eyes or anything like that. And after I feel like I've done all of the work that I want to do for the day, I'll cut it off and start making dinner. I used to be really big on meal prepping. I was super organized with that, where I would eat out on Friday, grocery shop on Saturday, meal prep on Sunday, and have food ready Monday through Thursday. My schedule's a little bit different now. I'd say I don't really meal prep as much as I used to. Sometimes I'll Postmate, sometimes I'll make dinner. Other times I'll do pre-made or pre-selected meals. Lately I've been using HelloFresh. Sometimes I use Daily Harvest. I like both of them for different reasons. I'd say Daily Harvest is more of a smoothie, light bite type of situation, whereas HelloFresh is full-blown meals. Both of them are good. This is not sponsored. I'm just letting you know what I have been doing. And I'll try to make those meals in advance. either way it goes, I try to work smarter, not harder, right? I want to make things as easy as I can on myself because during the week, things do get stressful. I do have a lot going on, and I don't want to spend time worrying about minutia, you know what I mean? And I try to just do things in advance or plan things out to where my main focus is just my work and school, and then the rest of the time I can relax. After I eat dinner, that's usually when I start winding down. I love watching, TV programs on Hulu or Netflix. Sometimes the reality is that I might have to do some work at night, and it is what it is. I just try to relax and, watch my TV program, not think too much about what I need to do the next day, but just try to, slow things down. I never used to have trouble sleeping or anything like that. Because of a lot of different factors, I'm just not feeling tired. Even though I am tired, I just don't feel very tired, and it takes me a while to fall asleep and all these things. So what I've actually been getting into lately is using CBD. I was skeptical about this stuff when I first heard about it, but I went to a brand event with Bumble and a CBD company called Beam, and that's where I first learned about it. After doing research and seeing how big it is in the health wellness space in Los Angeles, I decided to try it out. The brand that I've been using lately, and it definitely works, is Highline Wellness. I'll take one gummy usually on the nights where I have school, because like I said, I go back and forth between LA and Arkansas, but for the most part I'm in Arkansas, which means that I'm in class until midnight, and it seems like it would be easy to just fall asleep right after class is over, but it's hard for me to fall asleep right away, and I end up just staying up really late, and then that throws me off the next day. So what I'll do is I'll take a gummy after class is over. That helps me to relax and get tired. Before I know it, I'm knocked out, I'm asleep. I've always been a super duper light sleeper, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. But definitely, if you're having trouble sleeping or maybe feeling anxious and need something to help you relax, definitely say check out Highline Wellness. I have tried Beam. I haven't bought it, myself in large quantities. I just tried a sample of it. And I think that Beam is great too. The only reason I selected Highline Wellness was just, to be honest, because of the price point. Because Beam is a little bit on the higher end of CBD products. And I think Highline Wellness is fairly priced and it works for me, and that's just what I like. That's kind of my morning, day, and night routine. Weekends I usually play catch up either with schoolwork. Believe it or not, sometimes I'll have schoolwork due on the weekends, which is crazy, but that's just the way my university does it. I might even have work stuff that I have to do because my hours are weird. They're not regular hours, so it just kind of depends. But if I'm not doing work, then definitely working on creating content for my blog, just like I'm making this video right now. I am a blogger. I wouldn't consider myself to be an influencer. I wouldn't even call myself a YouTuber. I make videos here and there, but I'm definitely a born and bred blogger. I love writing. I have a blog and I write things on my blog, and I just kind of use social media to amplify my blog and to drive more traffic to my blog. And I know a lot of people really love video content, and I like it too. I enjoy making it. Again, if these were different times, I probably would go to a blogger / influencer event, go somewhere with friends, or go to the movies, or do some sort of activity. But a lot of things are closed, a lot of things are shut down, and it's just different times now. So I have to find joy in the small things, not necessarily try to replicate experiences, because the fact of the matter is they can't be replicated. It's just not the same, right? But maybe shifting my perspective, trying something new, switching things up, and that helps me to, again, break up my day, feel motivated, and just finding the positive in each day, even though some days I may have to look a little bit harder. So, sometimes I may walk to get coffee instead of making it at home. Getting out in nature is something that I didn't realize had such a positive effect on me, but it does. Zoom fatigue is a thing. You have to get out your house and be in the sun, be in nature. And yeah, like I said, getting ready, getting dressed, taking breaks, eating a well-balanced diet. All of these things sound basic, they sound obvious, but I think that it's easy to kind of get lost and forget about just the bare necessities of life in ways that you can naturally just boost your quality of life and, you know, reduce your stress and, you know, keep kind of a positive outlook on things, because I know, especially times like these, things can seem a little dark or, you know, feel a little heavy. So all of you out there who are either living at home or maybe had to go back home or in a living situation that you don't like, or if you're working from home and you're not used to it. You know, I was actually working from home before. For those of you who are just in the same boat as me in any way, shape, or form, just know that I feel you. I am with you. Don't let social media fool you. I think a lot of people make their lives seem so aesthetically pleasing and all of these grand things are happening. Maybe their life is that way. I don't know. I'm not knocking it. But at the same time, I, you know, wanted to give a realistic perspective and honest conversation about this is the way that it is. I get up, I work, I go to sleep, but in between all of that, I still find time to relax. I do hobbies, things that I enjoy doing, like picking up new trades. Then I give myself something to work towards. I love writing things down. I do have goals, and no one and nothing is going to get in the way for me getting to where I want to go in life. And that should be the same for you. You know, things may not look the way you want them to look, or not in a situation that you like right now. You have the power to change it. And the things that you can't change, or the things you have no control over, let it go. Because what can you do? You can't do anything, so only take charge and focus on the things you can change. Healing, it really does come from within. I don't want to make this too sappy and preachy, but again, I wanted to give a realistic perspective, talk to you guys about what I do every day, how I do it. It's nothing too fancy or crazy, but you know, this is my life. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope that it was helpful and that you guys relate. Leave a comment and let me know if you do. With that, I will catch you in my next video. Peace.